Pearl Harbor Essay. Essay on Pearl Harbor for students and children in English. The extent to which the internment of the Japanese Americans during the Pacific War was caused by the 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor can be analyzed. Another main aim of this attack is to demolish the reliability of sources. The aim is to investigate the internment of Japanese Americans during the Pacific War was directly correlated with the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941. History is the research of events that have already paved through the flow of time. Hence, historians elucidate events and then process them into a narrative that tells causes and effects. The Pacific War was, in general, set off by two events. It was the seizure of British Malaya and the attack on Pearl Harbor, both by the Empire of Japan in 1941. Officially, the political unrest was fought between the allies of World War II and the Empire of Japan. The war came to a standstill with the 1945 dropping of the atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The attack on Pearl Harbor was a lure step by the Japanese against the United States Navy in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The United States was majorly blown away, both economically and politically, by the attack on Pearl Harbor. The event portrayed to the world that the United States could be caught off guard, and it made look America vulnerable to the international community. Soon after, on February 19, 1942, President Roosevelt declared Executive Orders 9066. This order relocated Japanese Americans from the west coast of the United States to the internment camps called war relocation camps, which was an act of prejudice against a race, but the government allowed it. The United States entered the World War, lately World War II, and was no exception to that tradition. One of the prominent reasons that led to the attack was that tensions between the United States and the Empire of Japan were increasing. Japan signed the Triple Alliance with Italy and Germany on September 27, 1940. With that, the United States reacted by placing a postscript against the Empire of Japan. The United States was now into a war and that would conduct simultaneously in Europe and the Pacific. The unrest served as one of the main reasons that the Empire of Japan attacked the United States, because the United States was one of the main suppliers of steel and oil to the Empire of Japan. The Japanese were left crippled by the embargo placed on the Japanese. Terms of negotiations between the United States and the Empire of Japan were elements leading up to the attack on Pearl Harbor. The attack was initiated in the morning nearly 6 on December 7, 1941. The United States soldiers were taken aback because it was early in the morning and the base was low on army generals. The fighter planes of the Empire of Japan kept bombing the state's navy for many hours without stopping until the navy was crippled. The bombardment of Pearl Harbor had made a major impact on the decision to place Japanese Americans into internment camps for 3 years during the Pacific War.